Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gamecocks will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Sheffield. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. And it's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas.
I love when players understand the situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Quarterback extends the play. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside, take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
To the air. It's Morris. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Price. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. They're going to run it. Oh, what a cut! Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mean Green.
just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Give to the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Looking for a crease to the left. And the Gamecocks get enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Using the quick game. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
After that last completion, it's second down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to run for it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
On the ground, it's Stewart. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. And the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Vaughn. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Huff. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, North Texas. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a reverse. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And how easy is that? There's so much speed on the field in college football, and you get me lined up and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation, and now everybody on the defense has to adjust. They didn't adjust quick enough, and he easily picks up a good chunk of yards. The offense has really got good game plans to get guys the ball in space.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. On the run, it's Stewart. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. trying to find his man on first down. Fires and picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes. And for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
Here comes the offense on first down. To the air, it's Huff. Firing to the right, complete. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
With the catch, it's Price. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fake.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The hand to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they're able to get him on the ground. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point for the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now at the end.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
What a nice job intercepting the snowball there. The quarterback threw the snowball down the field. Couldn't get it to his wide receiver. Defensive back makes a great play. Tell you what, this snow definitely affecting the game.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They're just about ready to kick it away. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They go to the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Price. Nifty little dance step. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll throw it on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hammond. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Mean Green. And the punishment has been extended.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And he tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on the course.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll go to the ground. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. Gets it out fast. And the 35, he's got room. He's off to the races. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Finds his man. It's Price. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
North Texas really has it going on offense. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Power football with the run. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw, it's Morris. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. We'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, its sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Throws to the wideout. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Paul. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. And the ball's free in the backfield. He picks it up, still on his feet.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, North Texas 24, Jacksonville State 6.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Huff. Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
It was a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wide out in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming to the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fired. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They're going to ride this running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Here's the handoff. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? North Texas will have to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back, lather up, and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Just plowing down the field.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. On the move, it's Stewart. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They'll try it on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Is that a secret? We've been calling his name all day. Clutch situation around midfield. You need a first down, you give it to him. Nice job running the football physically, getting the first down.
Going up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Huff. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They keep attacking through the air. Forced out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to pick up the first. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. to throw. It's Huff. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
No good. That keeps the score.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. North Texas will have to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And they'll just down it right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that field around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
To the air, it's Huff. Here's a throw downfield late. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Gonna run it. It's Price. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort, tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been